What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. And tonight I'm going to be doing a quick voiceover video about this subject that I dropped on my Instagram. Now, if you're not over on my Instagram, it's like, then where should you go? If you can't go to Bella Noches, which is AKA Neek at Night _, then where can you go? But anyways, I posted this story of this man who basically took to social media to express his grievances on finding out that his 9-year-old was not his biological child. Now, in a post, he shared a photo of himself with 3 of his children. I blurred out their faces. He, however, did not, but I blurred out their faces just because they are underage. And the post that attached to this photo read the following. It says, 9 years later, just found out my first son ain't even mine. This ish is so effed up. I still love you though, KJ. I wish I can tell you myself cause I'm all you know. But your mama gotta be accountable and introduce you to your real dad. Shaking my head. This little N's supposed to be my junior. Got my full name and everything. What the HE double hockey sticks y'all gonna tell him when he see his sister leaving with me and he gotta stay? He not gonna understand. Okay. So basically in this post, he was basically saying that he's disowning the child because the mom has to be held accountable, even though he has been in the child's life for 9 years. He says that, he's going to continue to pick up his daughter that he has with the mom, but he is going to leave the child that he thought was his junior in the dust. Well, a lot of social media users responded to that, and they felt like it was kind of jacked up that even though the mom did something wrong, they felt like it was kind of jacked up to the child for him to just leave the child in the wayside. Here's what some social media users had to say, because he said in his last sentence, he says, what the HE double hockey sticks y'all gonna tell him when he sees his sister leaving with me and he gotta stay? Okay, so this person commented and said, take him with you still? Weird. Like, you've been there since day one. Why switch up? Okay, so a person responded to that and said, you take him. This kid needs to know his real dad. Another person says, you gotta still be that little boy father. It might be rough, but it ain't about you. Keep him from self-destruction. Another person says, after 9 years, you're obligated by courts to still take care of him. But why wouldn't he be able to come if he's your son? I've never truly loved someone that I never truly loved someone that loved and cut them off, then post to Facebook, I'm not going to tell you, is weird. Okay, so they were like, okay, like, you supposed to love him unconditionally, but then you just able to just cut him off and then just express it on social media and say, like, So another person says, that's your son. Nobody can take that from you. Blood isn't everything. Another person says, this why they need to do DNA tests soon as the baby come, or pay that $500 to $1,000 when you still got the baby in your stomach. Another person says, don't stop. Keep it going. Know it hurt, but at the end of the day, love's still gonna be there and you still get your blessings. Okay, so then another person chimed in and says, I feel your pain, G. I had a woman lie to me for 7 years and I only found out my jit wasn't mine because she wanted more money from me via child support than what I was giving out of my pocket. I'm not here to tell you to disappear on a child, and I can't sit up here and lie like you should still be there. You done your part. It's time for the mother to take accountability and reach out or find the actual father. He's missed time, and it's time he step up because at 9 years old, he'll soon find out what the world is all about, and high school don't last forever. He's going from a boy to a man, and puberty is up next. He needs male support, and his father, he might have even have brothers and sisters he don't know. Ain't nothing wrong with still being there for little man, but get yourself straight first. Be a bonus dad or influence, but make sure you good mentally and emotionally. It's gonna sting for a while and trust gonna be low. Seek therapy if you need to. Okay. So another person said, he's still your kid at this point. So you're telling him you can't take him no more? Okay. And then another person responded and said, this is what I was going to say. He is yours by heart. And then this person says, seek help if you actually think this man is obligated to take care of another man's child. He doesn't have to do anything further, period. Okay. And then a person responded to that and said he still loves the kid. So if you still love that child as your own, why switch up? It's not the kid's fault. It's the mother's fault. Your love shouldn't change, biological or not. Okay? And that is what that was directly under his post. Now, in my Instagram, there was also comments that people left under my comment. And this is one of my loyal subbies, and she said the following. That's on him. Only a fool is going to sign a birth certificate with, I guess she meant without a DNA test in today's times. I'm not taking no one word for anything as serious as this. As far as staying in the child's life, I don't know what to tell him. He should just walk away because the boy real father might feel some type of way and to avoid further pain and hurt. So she's basically saying you boo-boo the fool for not getting a DNA test on your child. And ultimately what she's saying is the mother is not the only one that is accountable in this situation. And I feel like that is, I mean, we're in 2023. I feel like every man, especially if you're not like in a committed relationship with the woman, we are in like a booty call culture, hookup culture, situationship culture these days. If you're having hanky-panky with somebody and a child is conceived, I don't care what the woman says. I don't care how loyal you think the situation is. I think that everybody, no matter who it is, should, just for their own mind, insanity, should get a test. Absolutely. Like, and if any woman feels insulted by a test, oh well. Like, I feel like that should just be mandatory. I absolutely stand by it. And I feel like men, yes, I agree with her that men do have some accountability in it, especially if this was like a situationship hookup type of situation. Now, I don't know the dynamic that he had with his baby mama, but especially if it was under those terms, he definitely has accountability. Now, I'm going to read a couple more comments from you guys, and then you guys let me know what you think. And if you're not following me on Instagram, then definitely make sure to follow me on Instagram at neek@night_. So the next comment, it says, he doesn't have to, but if he chooses to, then good for him. But the relationship with the mother should be done. All right. So another person says, I feel like his love for him turned into resentment. Otherwise, why not still take him? Someone said he needs to know his real father. I agree. But what that got to do with the one who he thought was his father and his relationship? Nothing. He don't have to reject that little boy for the boy to get to know his daddy. And if he really loved that little boy still, he wouldn't cut his relationship off with him. Either he been new and now using it for clout, or his love turned into resentment. Shoot. Or he could have been a deadbeat the whole time and got them kids every blue moon for photo ops. But anywho, okay. This person says, this is why I am, I guess, advocating of DNA testing at birth. People act like this man is affected by this situation. He gave this child his entire name and took care of him to find out he's not the dad. The mother definitely has to be held accountable in this situation also. Maybe the bio father wants to be there for his son. There are so many variables. See, a lot of people, I'm going to stop right there. A lot of people say like, oh, the bio dad, maybe he wants to be there. If he ain't been in the child life for 9 years or even knows that he has a child, you can't just automatically assume that he's just going to be father of the year. Like, I doubt it. But it's possible, but I doubt it. Anyways, whatever decision he makes is the right decision. Imagine believing you have a child for all that time and you learn that he's not yours. You have no more legal obligation to that child, and no matter how much love for him, you can't step on the bio dad's toes. See, I don't agree with this stuff that they're talking. Somebody said, "Ain't that love Dorsey's dude?" I don't know. I feel bad for old boy. That's a tough one to take, but I really can't understand how you could just cut off a child you established a 9-year relationship with just like that. No, he's not obligated, not saying that, but just emotionally, you his dad on Monday, and then Wednesday you get the DNA test, and just like that, it's done. And then he said he's gonna pick up the other kids and just leave him there. That would have to be devastating to the child when he's used to going with the dad on the weekends. That's a tough one for all parties involved. So there was tons and tons and tons of comments under this thread that I posted. So if you guys, like I said, are not following me on Instagram, definitely follow me at neek@night_ right here. And I'll talk to you guys on the next video. But you guys let me know what you think. What do you think his obligation should be? Do you think that he is responsible for the child? Do you think that it's not his responsibility? Because what it seemed like is all of the moms were basically saying you still should be there for the child. All of the dads was saying leave the child in the dust and disown him. So it's an interesting dynamic at when it comes to children, when it comes to men and women, because by nature we're like the nurturers. We're the ones who, we majority of the time, not saying that there's not deadbeat mothers, but majority of the time we're sticking by our children. Men, they so easily disown their children, deadbeats and all that. So it's like, it's interesting to see the dynamic of the split between the information and the advice the women give versus the men. But I want to know what you guys think about it. Let me know what y'all saying down below. I'll talk to y'all in the next video.